Bendiciones. Alafia, everybody. God works in mysterious ways. You know, in all my time of doing spiritual work, I really learned that God really does move in mysterious ways. When you move Orisha, when you move Loa, these different spirits, they move in mysterious ways. You never quite know how they're gonna bring about the changes that they bring about, how they're going to bring about the blessings that they're going to bring about, things of that nature. You never really know quite how it's going to happen. And it never ceases to amaze me in my own practice to see how things manifest for clients or to see how things manifest in my own life, you know. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see. When you make offering, sacrifice, uh what they call an ifa, when you give an offering to Orisha, etutu, uh, or ofrenda, when we say in like espiritismo, Puerto Rican voodoo, you know, I like to look at it as a down payment on blessings. So what do I mean by that? Because with work, there's always a multifaceted way that it moves. You have your actions, and then you have the actions of the spirit, right? And so your actions are what helps to bring your actions are what helps spirit to bring about the good condition that's conducive with your progress. Ashe. And so how does that look? You go to a spirit or somebody goes on your behalf and they give that spirit appeasement. They give that spirit appeasement and whatever that may be, whether that they gave the spirit some fruits, some alcohol, if they fed it blood, whatever it is that they fed it, whatever tradition they work in, they gave to that spirit on your behalf, or you gave to that spirit on your own behalf. You just made a down payment on blessings to come. Asheo. And so how I like to look at offering, sacrifice, it's held in heaven, right? So you made the appeasement, you sent it up to the spirit, it's held in heaven, or what we call in Ifa or room. And as you are also doing the things that the spiritualist told you, or whatever came out in your divination about things based around that work, now you begin to do things in your life that help to make it easier for these things to manifest. Whatever that may be, whether that's following taboos, to not do certain things, or if it's for you to do certain things, some people get asked to do certain things during this time. Whatever it may be, you begin to bring about the conditions that are in alignment with those wishes. Okay? And so as you are doing those things, the blessings can then just drop on you at any given time. Boom. And you got it because you're ready to receive it. You see? God works in mysterious ways. You're ready to receive it, and then the blessing drops. People go to Ifa, they consult Ifa, they consult Orumila, and they make a bow to appease that Odu that comes down. And a bow it's being held. It's being held until it's time to release. Boom. And you see things start to click. Now, as you bring about the good condition by following what the practitioner told you, you start to see things opening up, opening up. You've made a deposit on blessings. God works in mysterious ways, and you never know how that blessing will manifest or how it drops, but you know it drops on you. Uh-huh. And so that's how I like to look at it. That's just like my perception. That's not every practitioner's perception on how they look at it. If you ask another practitioner, they will give you another rendition of how they look at the way sacrifice moves and manifests, okay? But that is like my way of looking at it. I look at it as like you sent the blessings up through your loa, through your Orisha, and as it went up, it's held, you know, until you start to bring about the conditions for it to drop on you, and then it drops onto you, right? That's kind of how I look at it, and with some people, it may move faster than for others, and then there's another facet of it where that spirit can help to guide you to bring about those conditions as well. You know what I'm saying? That spirit can help to guide you to bring about those conditions so that blessing can reach you. Ashiel. And that's how I look at it. God works in mysterious ways. You never know how much a spirit has to move out of the way in order for your blessing to manifest. Okay? You don't know what spirit has to do to get that result. Give you an example. Let's take somebody that's on the way to work. Okay. They're running behind time. And as they get onto the main road, they notice this traffic is ridiculous. And so they look at the GPS. The GPS shows a side route. Side route is going to add a couple more miles to their trip to work. And they're like, you know what? I just got to take it because the GPS is never accurate when it's calculating the traffic because they don't really know how long that traffic going to sit there. It could be anything that went down up ahead. It could just be an accident that got everybody held up and just ain't nothing moving. And then you just start seeing your estimated arrival time increase and increase, and you get more anxious, like, damn it, I'm never going to make it to work, right? And so the person ends up taking that back road. Now, along that back road, he notices there's a store that he normally goes to in another sector of town that's further from his house. And he's like, oh, wow, that's odd. That store is there. I love that store. I go to that store at least twice a week. Well, it's much closer to the house, right? And so and so the person notices, oh wow, the store is just right there. This literally saves me 20 minutes any time that I want to go to that store because it's actually one here. It's just hidden. Nobody knew it was there. And so they get to work. And now, they go about their day, then they go home. A month passes by. Now this person was in need of love. This person was in need of a partner, right? And so this is the time they want to go to that store, and they go to the new spot that they found. And lo and behold, when they go to that spot, what do they see? They meet their future partner. They meet their future uh 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 partner that they settle down with and create family with. God works in mysterious ways. Yeah, it was a bummer that they were late. Sure, but in the end, that sacrifice dropped on them just the way it was supposed to. Okay? Spirit made it so that that person had to take that back way. And then they noticed that store. And now they started going to the new store. Ashe, God works in mysterious ways. Okay? You never know the way that the blessings are going to fall on you. You just have to be patient, or, people lack patience today. People lack patience. You never know how things are going to manifest in the time frame that they're going to manifest in. As a rule of thumb, I like to do 3-month checkups on work with clients. That's why I say when I do work, check in another 3 months, because through divination it may show how divination may show if the client is doing something to hold up the work from manifesting. Then that's simple. Or it will show the progress of what has manifested thus far and what more the client has to look coming to them from the work that was done. You see, so there's various reasons why I do this. On one end, to make sure that you're staying on track with your character to bring about the good condition for yourself, to help spirit manifest things, and as well to see the progression of what has manifested thus far. And 3 months is a good frame because it gives spirit time to really start to move, or to weave itself within your life. Right? So that's why I like to do that. And of course, with different people, it's going to be different time frames on what happens, because you don't know how much spirit has to move out of the way to make that thing happen. You don't know how much more energy that spirit needs over time as well to make that thing manifest. Some people come to you in really bad situations, and spirit has to do so much to help clear out the junk in their way. I mean, spirit has to get to removing people that's in the way. Spirit got to get to changing their job over to a more a more profitable situation. Spirit got to get to a whole lot of stuff. And that takes time, of course, right? And so God moves in mysterious ways. You never know when that elbow is going to drop on you. You never know when that ofrenda is going to drop, but you know that you put a down payment on that blessing. That's what you know. You put a down payment on that blessing. And at any time, it can drop on you and bless you. So that is a Brujo's perspective on you know, how blessings manifest and things like that. It's an interesting thing. I tell y'all, I learn new things about that topic all the time. All the time. Uh, because you're always learning, you're always developing. It's people that take years for certain things to manifest. It's people that take years for certain things to manifest, but they put that down payment with God for it to happen eventually. Ah, sure. And so when it happens, it's when they least expect it. Boom, here come the blessings from what you put out. That is the beauty of it all. And with that said, family, I get with y'all on the next one, or dabble.